14 WILI and 95.3 FM presents Hometown Threads, a closer look at our community and the people that make it go. Every week, you'll hear uplifting stories from our local businesses and our neighbors. Now, here's our host for Hometown Threads, Keith C. Rice.
Welcome into episode 123 of Hometown Threads on 14 WILI and 95.3 FM. Hometown Threads comes your way every Tuesday from 5:05 to 5:30 on the radio at 1400 AM and 95.3 FM. And then several platforms to view Hometown Threads. Of course, Spectrum 192, the Willimantic Today Facebook page. As I do every week, got to encourage you to subscribe to the WILI YouTube channel. We're all on YouTube. Just go to YouTube. Click on search or go to the search bar there and put in WILI Radio, and you'll be surprised. Not just Hometown Threads, it's all our wonderful talk programs in the afternoon on WILI. And, well, got a big shout out to Liberty Bank, our sponsor from since day one. Liberty Bank, be community kind, with three great local locations: 679 Main Street, Willimantic, across from the radio station; 1703 West Main Street, managed by my lovely wife, Marianne, Gateway Commons there; and then Route 195 in Mansfield. Liberty Bank, be community kind. J. Matt Rupar, if you'd be so kind, say hello to the fine folks.
Hello.
Of course, big thanks to Tripoli Pro Clean Services. Mark Tripoli is the podcast sponsor. Yes, you can not only go to YouTube at WILI Radio to watch and view all our great talk shows, but you can also go to WILI.com and listen to them. So big thanks to Tripoli Pro Clean Services for sponsoring the podcast for Hometown Threads. Now we got that out of the way, let's bring in our guest for episode 123. You may recognize him if you go to Fenton River Grill. Actually, I thought my wife and I went to Fenton a lot. That's one of our, we frequent a lot of places, but Fenton's one of our favorites. I think this guy's got everyone beats. Pete Heatherly, and you were there, you're there every night, right, at Fenton River Grill?
Yep, for the most part.
Now, first of all, I got to ask you, because this is how we got to know Pete. Pete is very active at our music bingo game, Blackout Music Bingo. A little shout out for that every Tuesday night at 7:30 at Fenton. He warmed up to it. In the beginning, you weren't really into it, but we got you and Mario.
Yeah, you got me hooked.
So we'll get into why you're here and your whole story, because it's Christmas, it's the holiday season, and Pete has a Christmas tree farm, which we'll tell you all about in just a few, but. So I got to know, because I don't think I've ever even asked you this. How far back has it been since you've been going to Fenton River Grill literally every night? It's a great place to eat, too.
When they first opened up, I think it was the first week.
You were there since like day one?
Since almost day one, yeah.
As well as I know Steve Smith. I don't think he's ever told me that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Jeez, you got us way beat. We started going probably either right before COVID, during COVID, or in the COVID period. We started, you probably remember this too, they had a lot of restaurants did this. They had the table right up next to the bar there.
That's right.
With the plexiglass, I think, right?
Yep.
Did they have plexiglass there? Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's how we got to know Pete. And your lovely wife, who I'm sad, the late Kathy, who just passed away recently. Our condolences.
This summer, yeah.
Yeah, and Pete and Kathy were regulars. Pete's still regular, but it was just great to see them all the time. And again, sorry about Kathy. She was such a wonderful lady. And I'm sure
thank you.
Speak a little about her too, right?
Yes.
How long were you guys married?
Over 36 years. Second marriage for us both.
All right. So, yes, now let's get into it. So, you're not originally from Eastern Connecticut, correct?
That's correct.
All right. Where are you originally from?
I grew up in Stratford.
Stratford?
Yep.
Okay.
Went to Central Connecticut State University. From there, I met my first wife in the 1960s. And she was from Lebanon, and ultimately we got married. Shortly after that, we bought our first piece of property in Lebanon.
And that was the Christmas tree farm, right?
Yep, that was the start and the beginnings of the tree farm.
This is with your first wife?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the name of the Christmas tree farm? I guess I should ask you that.
Heatherly Tree Farm.
Heatherly Tree Farm. And it's what's the exact address?
That's 197 York Road.
Okay, 197 York Road. That's Heatherly Tree Farm. So go ahead. Around about what year did you and your first wife get this started?
Probably in 1971. And we had it was a good-sized piece of property, over 20 acres. And we had a very long driveway.
Okay.
Well over 700 feet long. And at that point, I wanted to plant some Christmas trees.
Just randomly, you had no
Just-
idea of starting a tree farm.
I had no idea what I was doing, other than I enjoyed Christmas, and also I liked the live tree.
Very nice.
So that's how we began. I knew nothing, and I.
How was it? You knew nothing, so you said you just want to start planting some Christmas trees. How did
That's
that
right.
go? You must have knew something about it. You just started planting a Christmas tree, and it
Yeah,
grew?
well, yes. Basically, I put them in rows, and then I started trimming them,
Wow.
shaping, and then I think I sold my first tree around 1978 or so.
So let me get this straight. You started in '71, just randomly. Say, I'm going to start growing some trees. How many years in did you turn to your first wife and go, you know what? Let's just start. Let's start a business.
Yeah, well, I became very interested in it, and I got bit by the bug, so to speak.
So would you say about 3 or 4 years in, you decided to make it a
Yeah,
business?
that's 4 years, 5 years, and they started growing up to about 5-6 feet. And at that point, I had to decide whether I wanted to trim them or just let them grow.
How many trees at that point would you say you had?
At that point, it was real small, probably 700 trees.
700?
Yeah.
That's pretty small. I thought you said
Oh,
you
yeah.
started out
That's
700 trees.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never
Yeah.
had my own tree farm.
Yeah,
So
right.
That's pretty small for a Christmas tree farm.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
very,
okay.
very small.
Did you ever meet Clark Griswold? Did Chevy Chase ever show up to chop down a tree?
No.
I'm sure you get asked that all the time. It's my favorite Christmas movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're a Christmas guy now
Yeah.
that you just said that. So we'll get back to the Christmas tree farm. You got a favorite Christmas song or Christmas carol or Christmas movie?
Let's see. I do like the Christmas Story.
Oh yeah, those are. I think top 3 has got to be like Christmas Story, maybe not in no particular order. Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation, Elf.
Yeah.
Elf is a good one. J. Matt Rupar, what about you?
Those are all good ones.
Yeah, you watch Christmas movie? Come on, you gotta watch Christmas movies.
I mean, only during Christmas.
You can't watch that in June. Well, don't forget there's Christmas in July.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's okay. So you gotta have the Christmas spirit to have a
Right.
Christmas tree.
Oh,
farm.
definitely.
So you said early mid '70s, about 700 trees.
Yep.
Which again I think is a phenomenal start. But how about this? A bigger tree farm than yourself. Well, what's the on average the amount of trees?
I would say it's tough to really. I would say on average, probably 6,000 trees would be
Okay.
average.
So 700 trees is still a lot to maintain.
Yeah.
How many years were you doing 700 trees, or did it get more and more each year?
Well, it got to the point where I wanted to increase my volume, and my property, the original piece of property was a lot of woods. So I luckily lived next door to a really good guy, and he had a piece of property he wanted to get rid of. And I told him, anytime you're interested in selling, keep me in mind. I'm definitely interested. So at that point, I believe it was in 1979, 1980, I purchased 5.5 acres from that gentleman.
Wow.
And then from there,
Must have really took off there, right?
yeah, part of it was corn land. I would say about 1.5 acres, and the other part was second growth. After that, I had to clear some more land, and then I started off at the new piece of property with 1,000 trees.
Wow.
Then I didn't plant them all at once. I staggered the planting, and then found out quickly that I needed more trees because my business was catching on and growing.
That's my next question. First of all, you must have had help. You weren't planting all these yourself, or did you? Or were you?
Initially, yes, I planted them myself.
Now you have. I'm assuming you've had help over the years. Well, just at
yes.
the farm.
Yeah. I taught over at Ram High School for
Oh, yeah.
36 years.
Okay, tell us a little about that. So
Yes.
you're living. You were living in Hebron, right?
At this point, I'm living in Lebanon.
You're in Lebanon, but you lived in Hebron. You taught at RAM for 35
Right.
years?
Yep, 36 years. And at that point, I was a tech ed teacher, and I recognized some good, hardworking young men, and I recruited them and asked them if they would be interested in doing a little side work, and they helped me quite a bit.
Now, how did it start? Our guest is Pete Heatherly, episode 123 of Hometown Threads on 14 WILI 95.3 FM and Willimantic Today Facebook. Brought to you by Liberty Bank, Be Community Kind. You mentioned that it was eventually catching on after, 6-7 years.
Yeah.
How did you see it catching on? How was the word getting out? I mean,
When I started off, I had my initial sell-off of my first bunch of trees, and then I purchased this piece of property, and I slowly planted that. And at that point, I had already run out of saleable stock, so my business pretty much went away, and I had reestablished myself.
what year was this?
That was probably in 1982, 83.
So that must have been a little...
Yeah, it was, the income was not the main goal at that point. I just wanted to see if I could pay some of my bills to expand, fertilizing.
So it was like a
machine
brief
work.
hiatus, right? In
Oh,
82?
yes. Yep, definitely. It takes a while to grow the trees. I start off with seedlings.
When do you start?
I purchased them every year, and I would put them in a transplant bed. And from there, I would wait until they grew up a little bit, like 2-3 years, and they were about knee high. And then I would put them out in the field. That way the small, tiny seedlings don't get mowed over, stepped on.
So it's a pretty serious process.
It's very, very, yes. It takes 10 years to put your trees in the transplant bed. The little ones, grow them for 2-3 years, dig them up, put them out in the field. From there, anywhere between 5 to 8 years.
Wow. And these gentlemen were helping you out, I'm assuming, right? You had
Yep.
help doing that. And so there must be, you must have a serious passion for it.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
It's a routine. It's a system.
Yep.
And
I enjoy working outside. Always have.
So along with teaching and doing the Heatherly Tree Farm, what else have you done on the side for years? You taught for 36 years at RAM.
Right.
Do you do anything else besides just the tree farm? Or?
It's just a tree farm now. It's full time.
And does that take up even throughout? Well, even in the summertime, you got to keep.
Oh yeah, that's one of my busiest times. It's in the springtime, planting season, and then in June it starts in with the shearing.
Every few years, you're moving trees out to the.
Every year, yep,
Wow.
rotate, and I have 10 different varieties.
I was about to ask you. Name some of the varieties.
Yes, I've got blue spruce, Fraser fir, Doug fir, concolor fir.
What's the most popular variety? Would you say?
I would say people really enjoy the blue spruce. People who have the heavy tree ornaments,
Yeah.
they're constantly looking for the blue spruce.
Also, it's a little. You gotta. Okay, I see. People got heavy ornaments. You got to decide which tree would.
Yep.
Also, the size of the house or the living room, wherever. it
Right,
goes.
sure.
So, okay, that's a popular one. What? How about you? You must take one of those trees every year.
Oh, yeah,
and bring
sure.
them into your house.
I enjoy the Canaan fir. Nice green color, softer needle for me.
And you take one of the big ones for your house every year.
No, I'll take the Charlie Brown
The
home.
Charlie Brown. Do you have Charlie Browns there as well? Do you have all kinds of different sizes?
Yeah,
or-
I had certain customers that want to come in and find the weirdest shaped tree that I have on a lot, and they look at it as a challenge.
So there's all different sorts of shapes.
Yes, yeah. Primarily, the typical atypical Christmas tree shape. I use a knife to do my shearing.
And the shearing for those of what it's like trimming them up and
To trim them up. Try to just trim them once a year.
So, is there a website? There's got to be a website, right? Heatherly Tree Farm?
Yes, there is.
Look for them on
Heather-
Facebook.
Yes.
Okay, it's HEATHERLY Tree Farm, Heatherly Tree Farm. And what's the website?
That would be
HeatherlyTreeFarm.com?
Yep.
Okay. HeatherlyTreeFarm.com, Heatherly Tree Farm on Facebook. So when's it, well, here we are in the middle of November, mid to late November. Is it around this time they start knocking on your door? Hey, when's the earliest you start coming to look for Christmas trees?
Well, I try to officially open up the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I allow tagging. So anybody wants to come in and tag at that point. And the season starts earlier and earlier all the time, but I try to maintain for me to open up the Friday after Thanksgiving. And once in a while, I'll have a customer that will ask me, can I come over? I'm going to have surgery, and I'm not going to be around on Thanksgiving. Really want to tag a tree. I said, come on over. You can do that. But primarily, I don't want to see anybody because I have so much work to do to get ready for opening day because it's like I call it a feeding frenzy.
Yeah?
Where
Tell us a little about that. Opening day, which is Friday after Thanksgiving.
Black
Friday, right?
And they're waiting. When I come down the hill, they're waiting for me in the driveway.
Really?
Yes.
Like a line of cars?
Line of cars come.
Oh, my God.
And we have additional parking along the driveway, the initial portion of the property, and the tree farm's on a real country road, so they can park on the road.
All right, so there is parking on the road.
Yep.
Now, give me your thoughts, because I'm a real tree kind of guy too. In fact, we're going to talk to Marianne. Let's get a real tree in our house. I think we both love real trees, but she's, we're picky with certain. Tell us why a real tree is so much better than an artificial tree.
Well, artificial trees are made with chemicals.
Yeah, chemicals.
Plastics. Not good for the environment. Real trees are grown right in Connecticut here. They're fresh. They're excellent needle retentively. That's what people are looking for.
Smell.
Yeah, they like the smell of that, the scent of that tree. And just the general experience of coming out with their families and their parents and grandparents, making it an event that they like to do every year. I would say, on the average, 75% of my customers are repeat customers over the years.
You see a lot. 75, so you get new ones.
Oh,
you get a good amount of new ones.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Well, people move out of town and, move away from the area. We get a lot of former students. My wife, Kathy, and I taught thousands of kids.
Oh, Kathy
over the year. Yep. My wife taught English over at Ram High School. That's how we met. And we get a lot of former students and their families coming, which is really rewarding to see.
That must make you feel great.
It's great.
Shout out to Ram, by the way, volleyball champs again, the girls volleyball team.
Good.
And them in Coventry. Oh my goodness, yes. Unbelievable. So that's nice. You see a lot of your former students and people you worked with, and you also mentioned a lot of families, a lot of traditions have been sounds like associated with your tree farm for years, huh?
Yep. Yeah, we also have a mailing list, and if you'd like to get on our mailing list, we mail you a postcard, letting the customer know when we're going to open, what we have available, and the price, of course. And on that postcard, we have a number. Each postcard is numbered, and then we randomly pick 10 numbers from all the mailers. And if your number matches the posted number, you win a free Christmas tree.
Wow. That's pretty good.
That is the best advertisement that we could ever ask for.
And how do people go about looking for that? On the website, or
when they come,
they got to sign up to get on the mailing list.
They'll sign up to come to get on the mailing list.
So it would now be a good time to. And can they just show up and get signed up now, or?
Yeah, that would. We want to reward the customer that comes in and buys a tree.
Okay, so once again, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
The exact address for Heatherly Tree Farm
It is 197 York Road.
197 York Road. And people could stop over anytime this week. I know you don't open until Black Friday.
Right.
But they could stop over leading up to Black Friday to get. Is it too late to get on that?
It is. Those.
Oh, you have to do this way back.
The mailers got mailed out last week. So.
Okay. That's good to know for
So-
down the road.
Yeah, for down the road.
So get on
yeah.
that mailing list, and then you'll be in the running next week or
Yep.
next year for it.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Right now in 2025, how many total trees would you say you have on Heatherly Tree Farm? Off the top of your head, unless you know.
I would say around 7,000.
700 to 7,000. Look at that. Unbelievable.
Yep. Started off with 700, and now I'm up to 7,000. That's not enough.
That's not enough?
Not enough.
Listen to this, man. Oh, my God. Wow.
Yeah. So.
What do you want to, how high do you want to go?
My son has. He wants to take over the farm.
Oh, that's nice.
So,
What's your
which is
son's
good. So my son's name's Jim.
All right,
he,
Jim.
he lives at the house that I built in Lebanon initially. And
When do you see Jim stepping in there eventually?
Oh, he's helping out now, big time.
So he's starting to transition?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm trying to teach him everything that I know.
Show him the ropes?
Yep.
Okay, well, that's nice. It's going to stay in the family.
It's
Fantastic.
going to stay in the family, which I'm happy for because I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Oh, that's going to make you feel good.
Oh, yeah, it does. So we're going to expand.
Good.
We'd like to get total 10,000 trees on the property. And with that amount, we can handle the additional customers, and we also can provide quality trees for anybody that wants it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Last year, we didn't have as many trees for sale, and we had to close after 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
So I would say, how late do people come to get their tree into December? Because Christmas a little over a month away.
Right.
What is it like? Probably I would think maybe second week of December is probably they stop coming.
Pretty much, yeah.
People should have their trees
Again,
by then.
it has changed significantly in the last 40 years. Where people, if I sold 10 trees during the Thanksgiving weekend, that was a lot of trees back in the day.
Right.
Now,
What's the goal now for that weekend?
Now it's that weekend, which is a 3-day weekend. I probably sell 50% of my sales.
Wow.
In 3 days.
About that. And then, it probably would take you right into the second, I would say mid-December, because if
Yes.
you don't have your tree by mid-December.
Yeah, right.
SOL.
And there are people who are still looking for a tree, but
When do you shut it down? Probably.
we shut it down. We do allow tagging, so we'll be there for our customers, and we still have wreaths for sale.
Wreaths, right. Yeah.
Yep, that's a big part of our business. My son's the big wreath maker, and I help out with the clippings and what have you. Do the decorating, make up the ribbons.
What happens the day after Christmas at Heatherly Tree Farm?
The day after Christmas.
The day after Christmas. That's it? Just
That's
quiet?
it.
Just start to get ready for the next year?
Well, we do a lot of wood cutting
Yeah.
for firewood. Both my son's house and Tree Farm have a wood stove in it. And we are clear cutting property now to expand.
Anything else you'd like to mention in the closing minutes with about Heatherly Tree Farm here? Pete Heatherly?
We provide hot and mulled cider.
Ooh.
And candy canes and cookies for all the kids, no matter how old the kids are.
So when they come get their tree, they're
Get
treated
their
to
tree,
that?
yes, it's available to them for free of charge.
Food
yeah.
catered by Fenton River Grill? No, I'm kidding. Shout out to Fenton. But that's great. So candy canes, apple cider, is that what you said?
Apple cider, mulled cider, we heat it up and add our spices.
And this is starting on Black Friday right through the holiday season?
Yep,
when you
right through.
Keep that in mind. That's a heck of a treat there. You
Yeah.
go pick up your Christmas tree.
Yeah.
All right, so HeatherlyTreeFarm.com. And they look for Heatherly Tree Farm on Facebook as well.
Yes.
All right, big shout out to your son, Jim. And it's a pleasure to have you in here.
All right, Keith.
We see a lot
Thank
at
you.
our home away from home, which is Fenton River Grill.
Right.
All right, so go get your Christmas tree soon. Actually, Black Friday is when it all starts, right?
That's correct.
Day after Thanksgiving. Big thanks to Pete Heatherly from Heatherly Tree Farm, Liberty Bank, Be Community Kind, J. Matt Rupar, Willimantic Today Facebook. That'll do it for episode 123 of Hometown Threads on 14 WILI 95.3 FM and Spectrum 192 as well. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And in the words of the great Roddy McCumber,
bye for now, folks. Bye for now.
And that concludes another edition of Hometown Threads. Got a story for Keith? Reach out to him on Facebook by searching Keith C. Rice or email him at krice@hallradio.net. Don't forget to tune in next week on 14 WILI and 95.3 FM, as well as the Willimantic Today page on Facebook.